So what projects do you guys have in the works right now?
Projects. I have a house project right now in the works. We're just talking about houses and stuff. He's in the process of buying one. Other than that, are you talking about music, I'm assuming?
Music is good.
Definitely just sticking with the Avenged stuff right now. We are getting ready to end our touring cycle. We got another one coming up with Buck Cherry and P. Roach. And then I think we're going to be writing the next album and taking care of some kids' CD players and or
MP3 players.
MP3s.
How long have you guys been out on the road total with all that? Or by the end of it?
We will have been out
2 years.
Yeah, close to 2 years. It's been a good run, and we can't complain, you know. As long as people want to see it.
Is it still fun?
Absolutely.
Oh man, it's a blast. As long as kids want to come out, it's fun.
All right. Well, on to some guitar stuff. You guys are a ridiculously tight two-guitar team. How do you write parts, both rhythm and lead, to make them kind of lock together that tight?
Well, I think we each just kind of write our own thing and bring it to the table. If you write something, I kind of fancy myself being kind of good at figuring out good harmonies that aren't just, you know, just layered and stacked on top. So I kind of have that job of the, you know, just taking care of kind of the arrangement of the harmonies and stuff, you know, being whoever brings that kind of stuff to the table. But yeah, we just bring it to the table, and if he has kind of an interesting harmonic approach or something, then he'll do it that way. But I mean, whoever writes it, you know, just you bring it to the table and check out an arrangement. And
so it's very collaborative?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, you bring something to the table, and if someone can expand on it or make it better, at least, you know, give their input, or sometimes it's just good as it is and you just go for it. It just works, and then, you know, it gets tight by playing it live. When we the first month of touring, you know, first week, it's a little rough, you know, a little more raw than what you get at, you know, this point in the touring cycle. You know, this is like it's like clockwork at this point.
Never see us for the first year.
The whole first year?
The whole first year, yeah.
It's disastrous.
Yeah.
So I know you studied jazz for a while.
A little bit of jazz.
How does that impact what you do in the band?
I think melodically, it allowed me to express myself maybe a little bit easier and express, you know, kind of what the rest of the band is kind of trying to do at different times, and approach music in a more I don't know, funky, fresh jam sort of way, you know. I don't know. You just have a lot more notes to choose from. You know, there's a lot more chord changes. You've heard a lot more
harmonic vocabulary.
There you go. Yeah. You know, I've just listened to a lot of stuff, and so if I think something should, you know, they have a good idea in some sort of aspect, and it could maybe just go a little crazier here, I'll just run it by them. Well, that's kind of cool. Or no, that's dog. Let's never do that. And you're out of the studio.
You guys are brutally honest with each other?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta be.
Definitely.
Right on. Yeah, you guys have a pretty eclectic songwriting approach.
Definitely.
So tell me a little bit about like the songwriters that you guys, you know, have learned from and what you got from them.
Oh man, like all across the board, we all listen to everything. I love, you know, I mean, obviously bands like the Beatles and Rolling Stones, you can't go wrong with their approach to songwriting because they're just, you know, as you say, just fearless. You know, they just do what they want, and people trying to analyze it, but in reality, there was no rhyme or reason. They're just writing what they thought was good, and I love that. I mean, I love Elvis Costello and Billy Joel, and just, you know, singer-songwriter. You know, I think that's great. And then you get people like, you know, Pantera and Dimebag that they wrote all the riffs, so we can't write them. They've already written every good. We
have to do something else now. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to look to, you know, crazy bands like Mike Patton influenced bands, or Mr. Bungle, or Faith No More.
Angel Dust.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, great.
Just all across, you know, a wide spectrum of music, because Pantera already wrote all the good metal riffs, and Metallica too.
And Metallica, yeah.
Well, yeah, you guys have managed to like kind of keep the fan base expanding while at the same time kind of refusing to be like a limited sort of thing, or to be, you know, genre pigeonholed. What do you attribute it to? What do you think keeps them coming?
I personally am just a huge fan of my own band, and I not to sound like that guy, but I just be honest, you know. If I were to find music that my band had written when I was 16 years old, I would be very, very excited. And so therefore, I think, you know, what we do, it's good, it's quality. We definitely put our heart and soul into it. And then the other factor is complete 110% luck. You know, we lucked out that it crossed over and did well, but we're not, sacrificing anything in the meantime. We're just kind of doing our thing, and we've been fortunate that so far it's worked out, and the kids are appreciating that we just still stay strong to what we believe in and stuff.
Yeah, I think that it's genuinely sincere. You know, we come from a punk rock background, heavy metal, hardcore, pop, rock. I mean, classical, jazz. Just I don't even know how you classify stuff like The Residents or just weirdo music, you know? And we genuinely love all that kind of music, and we incorporate all of it, so you can't just say we're a metal band, because metalheads will say, well, have you ever heard A Little Piece of Heaven? Those guys. Or, you know, punk rockers will be like, dude, that sounds like Metallica or something. And you can't make everyone happy, but you can make all the people that aren't satisfied with just one style of music, those people are who gravitate to us, and I think that's...
People are looking for something real.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
When the power went out on you guys at that Ozfest and you came back out with Walk, and it just shut everybody up. Beautiful. That was fun. That was an incredible moment.
It was a cool day. Again, attribute all that to luck, you know.
Wow.
At first it was bad that all the power shut down, but you know, we got to come out and it was fun.
Just made you guys look like all the more, you know, better band, the more pro.
I must admit, it was kind of cool. It felt cool.
Definitely.